Welcome back to the channel, guys. Why are they building these houses so close together? I guess, you know, so they can sell as much on the property as they can, but they are nice homes. I think they're all MI homes. Me homes. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, we are here at the trailside Village, Ohio Trail up here. Trailside Drive, parallel to us here. It is Saturday, August 2nd, 2025, just for point of reference. Yeah, guys, I'll tell you what, I just don't know about this. These houses, for them being $400,000 to $500,000, to be that close to each other, and some of them, like, yeah, I guess maybe a couple of them are show homes. They got signs up everywhere saying now selling. Now selling. I've looked at the houses, I've looked inside, I've seen some of the different things that they built. They're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. I just cannot see myself, you know, being able to high-five my neighbor from my porch. Like, it just seems way too close. Absolute gorgeous day here in the Cincinnati of Ohio. They're moving along. They've built this pit down here. I guess that's going to be like a drive. Got all the water pipes still down here, but yeah, they have not started building any homes or anything along there. We've been getting a lot of comments, you know. Me to do a little construction update down here. I know there's some people throughout Cincinnati that are interested in some of these. I think there's a drag race going on up the street. Something over there that says self-tour. See that back in there? Self-tour. Oh, there's a QR code. Probably like sign up or something. I do like this structure right here. I'm not sure what it's going to be. This right here, it's just like a giant awning in the middle of nowhere. I don't really know. Maybe this is, maybe they'll have like a bulletin here at some point. Looks like they've built some mailboxes down there. I don't know, we're just going to kind of walk around. Didn't really have nothing on the schedule today, guys. By the way, back is feeling a little better. Thank you all for your response in that video. Thank you for all of your thoughts and prayers. So yeah, it was, any kind of back issues is always kind of an issue. You know, I've been doing my stretching, did my thing where I laid out on the floor, been doing a lot of like long stretches. Haven't really taken anything for it. I know some people were talking about extra strength Tylenol. I'm one of them people. I don't like to take anything if I don't have to. I will if it gets excruciating. I don't feel like it ever got excruciating. I mean, I can still feel it a little bit, but again, out here walking on the trail, just wanted to chill with you guys, hang out, do a life update, walk and talk, whatever you like to call it, construction update. I gotta say, they are doing a good job here. It looks nice. But I know we always get the question, especially from some new viewers from older videos and stuff, you know, do we plan on buying a house here? No, we don't. No, they are gorgeous, I gotta say, but they're very expensive. And to pay that kind of price and to not have a lot of property, I don't know. I mean, I don't need a lot of property, but I need more than this. Not only that, but one thing me and Jessica that we're always in complete agreement on is we do not want HOA, and this area is most definitely going to be an HOA. The heck they got going on down here? Oh, they're running something down here. I don't know. They got this cone here, so I don't know if I want to go down the sidewalk there. I think that's kind of an indicator. Like, you think they'd put a sign though, right? Wouldn't they have a sign? Maybe that's just like a cautionary thing, right? Doesn't orange mean caution? Or is that yellow? I don't know. I'd like to go test out that hammock down there. Check that out. See if I can zoom in a little bit there. Isn't that cool? Just a hammock there, right in the middle of nowhere. This is going to be a little playground. Maybe it's the playground that they promised. Originally, this whole area was going to be one giant playground. They kind of did away from that. Okay, so we'll just walk down here, okay? There's no cone at the end down here, and it looks like the concrete's like completely built down there. I like keeping up on this too. I know we have a couple viewers around Cincinnati that were very interested in these, so hey, maybe if maybe we can get a cutback on one of these homes. You know, if it was $100,000 cheaper, I'd probably consider it. Houses are just so daggone expensive right now, guys. I'll tell you. And it's like, you know, all the, I don't want to say lies, because a lot of realtors, I just don't think they really knew. Of course, they don't want you to go away. They want to keep your business. You know, they want to make sure that they're the first ones to tell you, you know, when there's a house available, you know, but I don't know. Or for the price, you know, it's like for what you put in for a loan, like maybe a year ago, it may not mean anything now. You may have to like re-look it up, check with another loan officer that you've been dealing with or something. I mean, that's pretty much what everybody has to do, because the houses keep going up. Like, say you have a loan for $200,000, well, that could be pointless now. The same house last year could be $250,000 this year. We've seen it happen. It's ridiculous. Oh, that breeze feels wonderful. Yeah, they've already got the boxes here. Is that behind me? That's the mailboxes to the neighborhood. That's a lot of homes. I mean, they may not have all those built yet. They might just be like the lots or something. It's a really nice little circle here. They did a good job on this. That's really nice. Up here is where I was before. That's the little awning up there. Look at all these logs right here. I wonder what they're building here, if anything. Maybe they'll just have an epic fire pit. Here's the little circle I was talking about. There's a guy who I'm not gonna show him, but he just backed into one of those houses in the front. I think they've actually sold a couple of the houses that we were just looking at. Which, you know, I'm not surprised. Not only has it really been slim pickings, but, well, not as much slim pickings today as it was like last year, but can you afford it? You know, these surging prices or doctor homes, you know, I mean, you gotta make a lot of money to afford one of these bad boys. You know? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should start getting some sponsors on YouTube or something. I don't know, guys. I always try to expand the channel. Always try to do things. Yeah, we can walk over here now. I always try to do things that you know, are gonna generate more revenue. We're always trying to come up with some new ideas. I know a lot of you guys keep talking about merch. Me and Jessica are working on it, but the merch is more just for, you know, fans of the channel. You know, we're not really looking to make much money off of those things. Look at this. Isn't that neat? Is this like looks like a 3-person, what the heck? It's kind of like drawn out. That doesn't really look that comfortable, does it? I wonder if that's even for like a hammock to lay out on. Let me know down in the comments if you know for sure. It really doesn't. It doesn't look that comfortable. I'm not even going to try and lay on it because with my back and everything, you know, still pretty sore. Just going to stay off of that. We're head down this way though. Check out the little rock formation I got down here. I think there's a bridge down here. I'm not 100%, guys. They have done a lot of work here. And I think when they first started building this, I think they found out they had to do more work than they originally anticipated. I'm thinking. I don't know. They could have known this the whole time. Is that like a waterfall down there? I hear water running. That could be the creek. Could be the creek down there. And we'll keep walking around here for a minute. I swear, this is the nicest day we've had in Cincinnati in like 2 months. I know I talked about this the other day, but it's been so hot. So ridiculously hot that, you know, it's been hard to really do anything outside, you know, and we do anyway, you know, I mean, you just take water and stuff, but it's been dangerously hot, you know, and I guess I'm spoiled, you know, all the air conditioning and stuff. But yeah, this isn't gonna take us. You know, we're finally getting some more cicadas down here. They were all up north before. Not the case now. You might be able to hear them. Okay, yeah, this doesn't lead to that waterfall thing. I'm not even sure it is a waterfall. Definitely some heavy running water, wherever it was. Huh. Give you guys a look here. Okay, so the creek is down here over the hill. I'm not going to go down there because of this really tall grass here. Don't want to get any fleas or anything. Them flesh-eating gnats. What do you call them? Mites? Danno mites. Also, the term Danno mites is not like mites. Okay. Some viewers have said, like, why would you want to have a fan crew called Danno mites, like mites that, you know, eat your legs up, you know, or whatever, and like tall bushes? No, that was not the case. It was like Danno mite, like dynamite, Danno deals, like explosive deals that are worth buying at the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like Danno, like dynamite kind of, dynamite deal, Danno deal. I don't know. It was just, you know, I don't know. That's just kind of something I came up with. I thought it was funny because we were, you know, me and Jess were trying to come up with like a slogan for something in a store that I thought at least was a pretty amazing sale. And then I said, well, let's call it a Danno sale. And it just kind of stuck. Just kind of stuck there. Okay, so we're going up and around now. I'm going to go back around where the boxes were, the mailboxes, because you can't get down there from here. I don't know if you can get down any further, but I'm not going to do a lot of bending and stuff. Like I said, back is still a little sore, just trying to keep straight here. I hear the water down here though. Let's check it out. Okay, so back up to the mailboxes here. Got a bunch of straw and stuff down here, which I am not going to walk on. And they've got the like creek that goes down into the sewer there. And I see virtually no water. So either something's coming off the edge there in the woods. Not really too sure, but yeah, they built this in case, I guess if it ever flooded, it would have somewhere to go. And they may have had to do that before starting to build the condos and stuff over here. I'm not really sure. I mean, I know originally it was supposed to be like townhomes and condos, but I don't know. Those plans may have changed. They might be doing the house thing. Okay, so this is the other side of Trailside Drive. This is the fence that you may have saw with the retaining wall down here. I'm just going to walk out here a little bit, see if we can see where that water is coming from. I am just so curious now. See if they got, because I mean, we've had a lot of rain. We've had a ton of rain. So I mean, I would think that, okay, so there ain't no water coming through there. Or maybe there is, and maybe there's a sewer thing. Oh wait, there it is. You're probably not going to be able to see that. Kind of hard to see. It's kind of just trickling though. It's not like, I don't know, maybe I heard the wind blowing through the trees or something. Not much wind out here though. It's funny, you can only hear it from over here in this circle over here. Also, I talked to these ladies down here. They came up and said hi to me, and I guess they live back here. They had toured one of the houses behind me here, one of the ones that we're always showing, and she said it is immaculate. She said, I mean, and I wasn't gonna say like, well, for the price it better be, but yeah, for the price it better be. You know, I'll tell you what, when you look from behind here, these houses are huge. They are enormous, but yeah, they're pretty close together. Look at this one back here. Now, I don't know if anybody's living there, so I'm not going to go back in there, but look at that. It's like 3 stories. It's got like the first floor, second floor, third floor balconies looking off into the woods there. I mean, that's pretty nice. But see, again, this is probably part of a big, huge HOA, and even if it's not, you have to find out and make sure in the future, right? If it's going to be, you know, the one thing that's kind of making me feel like it's not HOA, because these houses are all different here. Now these are, you know, maybe model homes, but even these have some difference to them. Like if you look up here, okay, kind of zooming in there, see how that porch on the front of that, see how that's way different? Usually, like HOA, a lot of the houses are going to be the exact same. Of course, the garages are the exact same. And that would be a no-sell for Jess. Jess does not want the garage being the showcase of the house. Now, none of these houses here have a garage like that. But again, where's it going to go? Like, these garages are probably underneath the house. Probably something more like what Jess would want. But every one of these houses is a little different right here. And I'm pretty sure somebody lives in one of these, you know? I'm not going to go knocking on the doors or anything, but... Okay, MI Homes Information Center. Please enter through garage. All right, well, curiosity killed the cat. Oh, here's where all the water backup is. Look at this. Holy smokes. You can see where the sewer thing's backed up there. Why is that not dragging through over there, though? The water goes down the hill, not up. What the heck? Well, that's kind of strange, ain't it? Okay, so people are definitely living back here. These couple homes are sold right here. Okay, look at this. Welcome to Trailside Village. Lower payments. Huh. Let's see. MI Homes consultant on site. Tour now. Well, I wonder if they let me tour one of these homes. I'm not going to do that today. I don't know. Yeah, see the garages. See the garages in the back. This is something more like what Jess would want. See, this is the back of the house. Look at that porch, too. I assume, right, that I could buy a piece of property somewhere and then have MI Homes come build me a house. Maybe pick out which one I want. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. But I'll tell you what, these houses are really nice. And you know what? One thing I will say, let me flip it around here. Okay. One thing I will say is, you know, me and Jessica originally, a few years ago, were talking about moving to Florida. And looking at the houses in Florida, even for some of the small houses, it's like, we're going to spend this kind of money on a house, maybe put it on some property somewhere. It's like, we're getting so much more house up here in Cincinnati, Ohio than we would in Florida. Like, for the houses that were the same prices as these in Florida that we were looking at, that we could afford anyway, way cheaper than this, but it was like they were so small. The houses were so small. It's like, what are we going to do? It's like our apartment's bigger than that. Okay, so I just came up to the door here. It says model closed. Please visit at our single family model home down the street, wherever that is. And then there's the phone number. So yeah, I don't know. I am kind of curious to see if they let me just tour one of these houses. I don't know if they'll let me do a video. They may want me to do a video. I mean, really, check out all the subscribers we have. They may think, oh yeah, Danny boy might sell a house. I mean, if I sell one house for them, they just made a fortune. Hopefully, I don't know, if they ever offered me a little cut for that. Again, always trying to think of ways to make more money, guys. You know, me and Jessica, we want to get a house, but then again, we don't want to settle. You know, we want to get something that we want. We want to get our forever home. Whatever we buy, we never plan on selling. We never plan on moving again. It's amazing the kind of information I let out into the interwebs. You know, it is what it is. I figure we just put it out there. You know, it's good for us, good for you, informative, you know. When we do, it says self-tour right here. self-tour. I don't know if y'all can see that. Boy, the sun is blinding right into the camera. Self-tour with a QR code. I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna go on their website, maybe see if I can do a little tour. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. I think that'd be fun. Just check out the house. I have virtually checked these houses out, and they are nice, I gotta say. But again, if I was to get a house like this, I almost, and I'm sure Jessica would be in complete agreement, get the house, or get the property, get the piece of property first that I want, and then maybe have them build this house. Or somebody, I don't know. Anybody know any construction workers? All right, crossing back over onto the trail part. I hope you guys have enjoyed our little walk and talk today. I had some other things I was going to talk about, and this kind of just took over the vlog here. Such a gorgeous day. It is. The sun's beating down though, but it ain't hot. I'm not complaining. Not complaining. This is great. Absolutely fantastic. There's not much humidity at all. I can imagine this is probably what San Diego feels like year round. I hope they keep this side with nothing over here, because this is kind of a, I don't know, you know, you want to keep the trees, right? I mean, I'm sure they're going to keep this over here, but who knows? Next one, hear those cicadas? Can you hear them? They are noisy. Well, the house hunt continues. Me and Jessica are always looking, always checking out some of the new things going on. But again, like I said, not sure about the neighborhood here. Well, no, who knows? Only time will tell. It's a shame too, because I really love the houses. I really do. But again, might have to find a piece of property. Maybe have a house built. I don't know. I wonder how much it is if you do have it built yourself. Probably more. I don't know, but maybe then we might be able to do some customization and stuff like that. Jessica really wants a wrap-around front porch. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind it either. They don't make them like that anymore, you know? They really don't. We like the old-style homes. We want something newer. We don't want to pay for something back in 1900 that hasn't been restored and they want $300,000 for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm going to have to replace everything plus the price. So anyway, guys, nice trip out here. Thank you again for all of your thoughts and prayers for my back. I appreciate it. It was really hurting yesterday. It was kind of bothering me again this morning, but stretching out, getting a little sweating in, starting to feel pretty good. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. With all that being said, I'm out. And always remember, the adventure is out there.